Hi, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your August 16th, 2023 new moon reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out tremendously, so thank you so very much. If you're interested in a private reading, a private personalized meditation, or an animal healing, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. If you're having difficulty booking a reading, email me at daneharttarot@gmail.com. And if you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below, as will my website. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see the energy we need to be mindful of during this time, Sagittarius. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Oh, goodness. Angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides. This is the Queen of Pentacles. Something vibrationally is not going to really be jiving with us. A person, it can be a situation. I see it more as person based. Okay, they're just not going to be on the right vibrational level. We're not going to like them. They might not like us. That can very well be the case, and we're just going to have to kind of move forward from there. There can be respect, most definitely had, because it might not be a situation where you can just walk away and not see this person again. But just know that they're not right for you, and you don't need them in your life. There's just a sense of like, no, this person is very prosperous though. They hold themselves very well. So just be aware of that. It might seem like a disappointment, but it's actually going to be a really good thing because it's just not right for you. So just be aware. Okay, so let's see what spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And here we have white light. Let the white light of the universe in. Let the white light of healing, of compassion, of love, of centering in. This is going to be a moon that is very healing for you, very rejuvenating, very powerful. So let that in. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides, angels. Okay. So what's very interesting here is that we have the strength card reversed. Now the strength card represents Leo in the major arcana. And this new moon and our sun, we're in the time of Leo right now, and the new moon is at 23 degrees of Leo. So we might find that this isn't the most harmonious time for us. It just might not be. Like things just might not be as harmonious for us during this time. We might be dealing with big issues, things that knock us off our game, make us feel, it's that fight, flight, or flee type of energy coming here. So yeah. Oh, fight, flight, or freeze. There we go. It's like flee and flight are the same thing. So just be aware of that here during this time, that there's a lot coming forward, and it almost feels like, wow, this moon is testing me. So just be aware of that. We are represented by the wands in the minor arcana, and with the Knight of Wands reversed, okay, we might be having difficulty moving forward. So just being aware of this, being aware also that we might be very reckless when we do move forward, be very cautious, be not very cautious to like not overly cautious, but just be cautious, be meticulous, and be determined during this time. Okay. So, as stated before, this new moon is at 23 degrees of Leo. Both the sun and the moon are in Leo. We're going to dive into the astrology of it. We're very stubborn during this time, but really open to new beliefs, new ideas, new ways of looking at things. There's that loving energy of the Queen of Cups coming in, water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. But there's a sense of teaching, of mothering. And it doesn't matter what gender you are, how you identify yourself, there's just a sense of connection, of loving, of caring, and compassion. The Four of Wands, there's a commitment being made during this time, and that's going to be a very big deal. Now, Leo brings confidence, it brings creativity, vitality, love of life, enthusiasm. It brings natural leadership energy to the surface. We want to be the heroes of our own stories, and we want to shine. We want those around us to be the heroes of their stories and want them to shine as well. The new moon is a time of darkness between the lunar cycles. It is a time that is seen as the moon entering into the underworld, a time of death, a time of rebirth, and not a time of manifestation, which can sound interesting, but it's a time of self realization, self, reflection. Venus is also in the underworld during this time. And with the new moon and Venus together, we're going to see that there's a quietness. There's a quietness around us during this time. Okay? Because Venus, as she is conjunct the new moon and sun, is moving from being seen as the evening star to being our morning star. So there's a sense of changing the way that we see things, changing the way that we even relate to the world. Now there's T squared Pluto and the lunar cycles, okay? And not the lunar cycles, and the lunar nodes are coming into play here. And this brings us conflicting energy. This brings fear versus love, victim versus creator energy forward. So just be very aware of that. Black Moon Lilith is at 24 degrees of Leo and linked to the new moon. All right, just very powerfully here because it symbolizes the instinctive feminine. Black Moon Lilith is also here linked with Venus conjunct the new moon because it brings this rebellious energy around love, around the way that we're embracing love within our lives. Jupiter is squared the sun and the moon, and this brings individuality, speaking truth. Speaking truth is going to be very important to us. Truth is very important to us, Sagittarius. And speaking that truth is going to be a very powerful thing. It makes us brave and it makes us fully ourselves. So just be aware of this. We can find this to be a little bit uncomfortable. So also note that. Jupiter is trine Mercury, which is a big deal because we're ruled by Jupiter. And this brings big ideas and expansion of mind. So just know that we can have really big ideas, really, grandiose dreams coming forward. Okay. Mars is conjunct Mercury, which is good at the practical and also at focusing around our health. Mars is opposing Neptune. Now, this is where things get a little bit tricky. Mars is all about goals, it's very goal oriented. Neptune is all about our dreams. Our drive can lose our dreams. So we can be determined and focused and so driven, but it loses the dreams. It loses the beauty of it. And so we can just feel lost. We can feel stuck. We can be like, this doesn't have any meaning anymore. Excuse me. So just be aware of that. The sun and the moon and Venus are close to the royal star of Regulus, which is at the heart of the lion, of Leo, of the Leo constellation in the sky. And this urges us to come back to our hearts. Okay, so be aware that coming back to our hearts can be very, very intense. Venus, as she rises to the morning star, is right by Hydra. Now, this is the serpent, and this is signifying also the creative, not the creative feminine, but the sacred feminine, the creative feminine, the sacred feminine, who has also been in the underworld and who is also being reborn. Saturn is in the stars of Aquarius, and these are the water bearers. The Aquarius is the water bearer, right? And this is pouring the life waters onto the earth, wisdom onto the earth. And Saturn is reminding us that we are energetic beings. We are energy beings. Uranus and Jupiter are squaring the new moon and Venus. Now, this is close to Cetus, the whale, which is reminding us of the wisdom of the deep waters, of the sacred healing of deep waters, and also that the sacred feminine holds waters within us, like the sacred feminine waters that run through our bodies, that hold us, that care for us, that nurture us. We are going to be moving forward in a kind of, we're very focused. There's something here where it's like we got a bit in our craw. We are very, very focused. We are very determined. We are going to be looking at things and it's going to be like one certain way, one certain way. It has to be one certain way. Don't become obsessive. It will be very, very easy to let this become like an obsession, just moving us forward, moving us forward. Spirit is saying step back and step into yourself, right? It's also going to be very easy to let our passions just kind of explode and our determination, our focus, and we lose our dreams. It's very easy during this time to kind of lose the dreams of it all, the beauty of it all, the connection, the brilliance. And that is going to be something that we need to focus on. It's like, okay, well, how do I get the beauty back? How do I get the brilliance, the harmony, the loveliness back into my life? With the Seven of Wands reversed, we're so not into fighting. We're so not into fighting. I mean, if you are if you're born in the cusp of Scorpio, or you have strong Scorpio in your chart as well, just know that they are also so not into fighting. You might want to actually watch that video because this is a time where it's like the energies that don't match with me, I need to walk away from. Spirit is very much saying, do not be a doormat. Don't. It's going to be something that we can be like, oh no, but I'm being nice. Oh no, I'm being compassionate. Oh no, I'm just doing what is helpful. But we're just forgetting ourselves. So Spirit is saying here, stand up for yourself, stand in your power. But it's not one battle after another after another. That's just going to wear us out and just take away all the joy. The Queen of Cups. I love this card. There's something here about a teacher energy, a connection with children. This could be, mother and daughter. This could be aunt and niece. This could be, teacher and student. It doesn't matter. Father and son, father and daughter. It doesn't matter. Uncle and niece or nephew. It doesn't matter the title. This is a deep connection with a child who adores you, who is connecting with you, and who sees you. And that's going to be a very, very, very powerful thing during this time. It's healing waters run deep. It's the waters of creation coming forward, inspiring, moving us, showing us, opening up doors that we hadn't seen before. It's leading forward with love. Leo calls forward the heart. And as much as we can think, oh, the heart's going to be weak or the heart's not going to know, it's like, no, the heart is going to open up the doors like we couldn't have imagined. And it leads us as queens. It leads us as rulers, as authorities, as connections. And it's going to be something that I see here. It's like we're helping to weave things together. All right. And we can kind of want a more, because of the Knight of Wands energy reverse, we can want a more like front and center way of doing things, more that people say, oh, that person, shines, and I see them all the time. This is much quieter, and this is a very powerful energy to that. But we're going to kind of poo-poo it because it's not the big flashy neon that we as human beings like, With the Four of Wands, and this could also be somebody in our lives that teaches and nurtures and loves. The Four of Wands is a commitment. Here we have marriage, which is a signifier, right, of a transition in our existence, a transition in where we stand in the world, right? From only having to take care of ourselves to, taking care of others. Of course, that doesn't just happen in marriage, but it is a good way to convey it through, a picture on a card. What we're going to see here is that we are devoted. We are celebrating. Now, this can also be move of house. This can also be, business. This can be new business opportunities, new commitments, opening up doors, seeing new avenues, looking at things and saying, what do I really want? What do I need? What is my drive? Where do I need to be? What do I desire? It brings us to the Strength card reversed. This can be a time where tempers rise with the Knight of Wands reversed. Okay. This can be that, tempers can easily catch, right? Can easily catch spark. Can be very much at the surface. The Strength card reversed is about brute force strength. And we're going to see here that brute force strength isn't going to be working for us the way that we want it to. It's going to be coming from the heart. that is really, really important. Also, people just kind of bullying us, brute force, like demanding, that's not going to be working for us. There's love, there's respect, and that's going to change worlds. I mean, it just is. Now, you could say that's naive, and yeah, sure, it is. But in our world, in ourself, with our energy, there's a sense of, okay, how do I embrace my strength, my desire, what I want? And it's going to be really easy to get angry, and it's going to get really easy to demand. And Spirit's saying, step back, breathe, calm yourself down. It brings us to the Five of Wands reversed. We're done with something. We're just done. I just see this as like, okay, I'm done. It's over. I don't care what was left emotionally. I don't care what happened. I need to move forward. And I am. This time, as we focus and as we look at the anger or the frustration or the chaos that's like kind of, bubbling inside of us, and we say, you know what, this can eat me alive. And it does for people. We all know people like that. Or we can say, I exhale and I connect. And then this gives us strength that moves mountains. This gives us strength that people sit there and they're like, I can't believe you do this, type of thing. Let's see what the moon has to say for herself. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Oh, goodness. Okay. So we're going to see how far this takes us. Oh, wow. That's awesome. The perfect number fell out. So here we have surrender, and we have reversed, emotions are running high. Now, we're sandwiched between two supermoons, on the 1st and on the 30th. So, on the 31st. So, emotions are running high is reversed. Like, this is like telling us, this is the calm in the storm, right? This is a calm before the intensity of two supermoons. This is the calm that has us inwardly reflecting on, what do I desire? What do I need? How do I move forward for myself? All right. And this moon is telling us to surrender what we had thought, or surrender what we think it should be, and start to let our lives unfold. It brings us to, fruition. Now, fruition is reversed, bringing to fruition what we want. This isn't a time of the manifestation, right? This is a time of a deep knowing, of a connection with a knowing. So, not thinking I have to make this happen right now, but I need to connect with this deep knowing. It brings us to it's time to take action and discernment, being very discerning. I mean, that's this card. That's the Seven of Wands reverse, just absolutely defined by the moon. It's time to take action, but to be discerning with how we take action, when we take action, and why we take action. So be aware of this. Commitment is being tested. It is. It is. Do we have faith in what we love, in what we have built out of love? Even though our world will tell us love is not enough, it's not. It's not going to pay the bills. It's not going to make things happen. Love can change the world. Love changes the world of a child. Look at a person who was brought up in love, and look at a person who isn't. Those people are different. They're fundamentally different. They could have had everything else the same. But love changes the world. And in the Talmud, it says if you save one life, you've saved the world. Love has the ability to do that. Have faith with what you're growing within you. The love, the creativity, the beauty, the connection. Your commitment is being tested. Communication is key, right? Your commitment is being tested. Release your fears. You're already devoted. Release your fears. You're already devoted. You're already there. The commitment is there. The power is there. The beauty is there. Release the fears. Release the doubt. A healing time is reversed. Okay, that makes sense. With the strength reversed, this is not a calm time. This is not a calm moon. This is not a calm time. This is a time where you can feel just like a little bit like, oh, stressed, like just tight and oh. The unexpected is reversed. It's not unexpected. You know what's happening. Like you can see things moving forward. It's not unexpected. But it is a time for healing is reversed. It's like this isn't the time to heal because it's a little bit too stressful. Just to be really honest, it's like a little bit too stressful. It's a little bit too much. As we release, as we look at what we really want. And that can be scary to get what you really want and then realize, oh my gosh, now this is my responsibility, right? This is what I have to do. It can be overwhelming. It's time to connect. It's time to connect with us again. A time for healing is reversed. We feel like we can't heal. And maybe that is true, right? Spirit did just say, we're not healing right now because it's too stressful. But as we release the energy of this new moon, we are going to see that we are awakened. We are reborn in an energy that's like, oh no, now I see how I have to heal. Because we were trying to heal in a certain way. And it was more about taking control than it was healing. Your hard work is paying off. That is amazing. You're releasing and you're going to see that your hard work pays off. Resilience. You don't feel resilient. You feel like I've been properly battered and bruised from everything that I've been through. But you're seen by others as resilient. As resistant to what was trying to crush you. What was trying to hold you back, what was trying to keep you from where you need to be. So the resistance is there. You need to know that. You need to know that you're way stronger. You're way stronger, Sagittarius, than you give yourself credit for. And it's in ways that most people just overlook. Remember, when Jupiter is paired with anything in the night sky, it enhances. Jupiter is about greatness. You're ruled by Jupiter. You're ruled by greatness. There's greatness already in you. It's just time to become comfortable with it. If we can do a small meditation, a release of fear. Breathe in, breathe out. See the light of the universe coming into your body. Golden light, just surrounding you, filling you, letting you shine with radiance and beauty and brilliance and magnificence. And see that golden light soothing you. Soothing. And all energy that is no longer needed. It is not negative. It is not bad. We don't want to call it negative energy, bad energy. It's just no longer needed. There's no longer a place for this. The protection that we have built around us, where we're releasing it. Like the way that we had to guard ourselves. We're releasing it. And we're letting the healing just flow through us. The light of the universe flow through us. Releasing all worry and fear. Releasing all worry and fear. Whenever you're ready, just take a nice deep breath. Exhale. And let that light shine in your stomach. Let it shine up to your heart. And let it glow there. Just be there. Those little orbs of peace that you can always come back to whenever you need them. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of is the Princess of Cups. Our emotions just being all over the place. Feeling kind of like a teenager, right? Your emotions are all over the place. And it's just exhausting. Or having people in our lives where their emotions are all over the place. It's exhausting. So just be aware of this. We're exhausted by other people's energy. And we can also be exhausted by our own when it's not in harmony with us. Our subconscious spirit message is blissful. Fill yourself with bliss. Fill yourself with joy. That's going to be one of the most important things you can do. Our subconscious tarot message is judgment. I just am hearing like the trumpets of victory. Judgment. Judgment has come, and we are rising up and up and up into our power and into what we desire. Our subconscious Luna message is the void of course. Now, the void of course is a time during lunar cycles, it's multiple times during lunar cycles, where things just go astray. They just go wonky, right? So nothing will come of this situation is what you are expecting. It will not be. Okay? It doesn't mean for the big things. It just means during this new moon, the unexpected will come forward. Like what you are expecting is going to be tested, you know? And it doesn't mean that it has to be bad. It doesn't mean that things have to go terribly wrong. It's just that it's like, oh wow, I wasn't expecting that. And you'll find that you say that multiple times. It's like, wow, I wasn't expecting that. I didn't think it would be like that. But you are protected by this moon. You are protected by the unexpected. And it can just be the unexpected place you find yourself in your life right now. It's like, wow, if somebody were to tell me that this would be my existence, you know, I would laugh in their face. It was completely unexpected. So here, nothing will come of the situation. It's like, it's just the unexpected that comes forward. And it will not, like what you find yourself in right now, you are protected. It will not hurt you. You know, don't do anything silly, you know, or crazy, but it's like you're protected. It's okay. You're okay. All right. All right, Sagittarius. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this new moon and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Sagittarius. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless, and have a blessed moon. Bye.